Did you folks decide what you wanted to do? You don't have to tell
We
me.
have
You don't have to tell me yet until we actually start. But just did you?
we have not discussed anything relevant to the game except for how good we are as the church's hand.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah. Yep. As Trudy said,
I
we're
mean,
basically the Team Rocket of the Church of God.
the question, like, if
Yeah.
we're the elite squad, everyone else, like, must really suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
I feel
Yeah.
like the next best team has someone who doesn't know not to eat rocks on it.
Some rocks are full of minerals. Minerals are good for you.
All right. Okay, so we have to decide whether to follow this footprint east towards that decimated town or to do something else, but we have no other do something else plan. We don't have a plan B. We don't have another theory unless one of you has one, because I sure as shit don't.
I already tried my plan of, try to go into the secret entrance that didn't exist.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't the worst foul up we've had. Those are all me.
It's been a combination. I mean, Zora's the one who ripped that window out and caused the fire.
Wait, how did she cause the fire?
You ripped the window out so hard that you threw it into the back, and it broke a bunch of chemicals open.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Rip.
All right.
I did not.
Nothing.
Just
If nothing
to be
else,
clear,
it gives you points on what to do during Star Wars. Throw the window.
To be clear, part of the fun of this system with Dungeon World is that its philosophy is play to find out what happens. So
yeah, for sure.
My planning is like 1 page of loose notes. Like, I have no idea what's going to happen next.
Excellent.
I didn't know you were going to burn down an apothecary. It followed from what was happening in the scene.
I mean, I had no other goal.
Yeah, I mean, I got the fire.
Okay.
You didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world was starting.
Absolutely.
All right, are we ready to...
started a fire, which is my skill, but it wasn't me starting it. And we've gotten healed, but it wasn't my skill doing it, so...
Well, you didn't actually take hit point damage yet, so when that happens...
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's get back into it.
Okay, so...
I think you should try again.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Going east is really the only option we have. If one of these people can pull the sun towards them, they might have other weird things they can do, like jumping long distances, or I have no idea. They
Carla,
obviously...
Carla, do you know anything about what they can do? You said you fought them before, right?
It was just a regular fight between teenagers. We hit each other with fists and sticks.
Oh, the old fists and sticks.
Was Carla a robot? With human fists.
With our meat fists.
All right. So, Carla, no idea about anything else they might be able to do that we cannot do.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Okay. Matt, I'm sorry. What was the thing you told me from Hunt and Track when I asked about a useful bit of information about the quarry? Do you remember?
You learn that she's either very good at obscuring her tracks, or there's somewhere nearby that she was hiding. And you weren't able to find her hiding nearby, so...
Well, we didn't try very hard other than the fake cavern. Let's maybe, instead of just going east blindly, let's maybe circle out, form a perimeter, and see if we can see any other markings or find someone that may be hiding.
Okay.
Just, we'll give it like a half hour, an hour, maybe?
All right, so this is
Forensics files. It's called a grid search.
Yeah.
This is Discern Realities. I think probably we should have... oh, dang it. Sorry, I've forgotten everybody's name. Not your real names. We should have Quanjoy take point on this, and who is going to be helping with the searching the most, do you think?
which one of you wants to help me search? It's not going to be Carla.
I'll do it just in case an opportunity for a grift comes up.
Okay.
So you roll your aid or interfere, and with however many bonds you have with Kwanzaa. I said it wrong, didn't I?
If Ramulus is helping, does that factor into it, or
He's not even here. He's out hunting still, which is weird.
Yeah, we're not sure where Ramulus is. Okay, so you rolled.
I rolled an 8 on the.
So this is my question. If she's very good at obscuring her tracks, she can't be very good at obscuring someone who's chasing her, an animal that's chasing her's tracks.
Yeah, that's a good thought, isn't it?
I thought of that as well. So.
Okay, you're going to get a +1 on your discern realities here.
Okay.
So yeah, I have to roll it. I remember how things work.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you did a real good roll. You got a 12. So that means you get to ask me 3 questions, and you get to take a what just happened? Okay, you get to ask me 3 questions from the list, and you get a +1 forward when acting on the answers. So do you have the questions up, or do you want me to read them again?
I have them.
Okay.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Based on the deductions that you've made here, you should be on the lookout for not necessarily a hidden entrance, but perhaps some type of crevasse or canyon that is not on the maps.
Okay. What here is not what it appears to be?
That's a good one to ask. As you are walking around, you suddenly hear Ramulus. You can't see him, but you hear him, and you follow the sound of it. And Squall is with you as well, helping you with this. And just as you're about to step on one patch of ground, your instincts warn you off, and instead you crouch down and sort of poke at it, and your hand goes through what appears to be solid sand ground. You don't feel anything. Like your hand just goes through it. It looks like it should be there, but it isn't.
Okay. So, and then what here in this specific place where my hand went through the ground is useful or valuable to me?
All right. So you keep pushing your hand down, and eventually you feel a step.
Okay.
You can't see it, but there is a stairwell here.
Okay. That's enough. What say we get the goats to a safe place and go down?
Okay. What's a safe place for the goats?
I don't know. I would say our 6 goats are probably smart enough to get back to town, which is an hour's walk or drive or whatever away, but I don't know about the town goat.
Okay. So goats like to herd. So you basically unhitch them, and the lead goat from each pack starts getting the other goats in order, and they start trotting back towards the village that you left.
Okay, I think we don't want any goats to die, and we don't want the village to hate us anymore for leaving their goats chained up in the middle of the desert, right? Can we all agree on that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can come out.
I have my reservations, but I will tentatively agree.
Yeah. Maybe you attach a note to one of the goats' necks detailing where the cart is.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Let's go into the breach.
All right.
Okay. So you head down into it's a very strange experience walking through what appears to be solid ground, but you're going down the stairwell that you can feel with your feet, and eventually your eyes, it's like what you're looking at switches from being above ground to being a rough-hewn tunnel. You see at the end of this tunnel there's a door, and outside the door is Ramulus.
Okay. Does he look anxious to get into that door?
Yes, he appears to have been ramming the door.
Oh shit, that was my first thing, like, have him ram the door. But he's been working on it. I'm going to put my hand on him and be like, don't hurt your head anymore, buddy. We'll take this from you. Thank you for your good work.
That was good, Ram.
That'll do, Ram. That'll do.
That'll do.
Okay, so you have a big, it appears to be stone door.
Oh shit. So, go ahead, Trudy. I'm sorry.
I was going to ask, is there like an obvious handle?
No.
So it just looks like a big wall.
Yeah, looks like a big wall. It is clearly a door, like it's set into the tunnel mouth here, but there's no obvious way to open it.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe you could pry it open with your sword, Trudy, but I wouldn't want you to break your sword. And I don't know at what point stone melts, if it would be safe enough for Pat to try to burn through it.
Can we discern reality and see if there's maybe something that we're missing from a cursory glance?
Sure.
Who wants to do it?
I could probably do it.
Can I aid him?
Yep.
Great. What should I roll for aid?
It's just the aid or interfere roll, and you add your number of bonds with him.
Oh, geez. I'm sorry. So that's a 5.
Okay.
Okay, so you are not able to aid. You're looking around, but you're not able to find anything of use.
It's okay. It's hard to see.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I guess I'm going to try to discern reality.
Okay, I'll do that in just one moment.
Sure.
Just had to make a new map here. And I'll just move you all over there. Okay, so discern realities for our buddy Quanjoy. Okay, you've got another banger of a roll. You got an 11 there.
Okay.
So you can ask me those 3 questions.
What should I be on the lookout for?
It's possible that in caverns like these you will run into venomous serpents and insects. Also, these caverns are generally used to grow fungus. Some of those fungi can have poisonous spores.
Okay, everybody watch out for snakes and bugs. Don't eat any mushrooms. And don't breathe in too hard around the mushrooms. Maybe like
into a snake.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
You can look around the wall here, and you notice that there are some patterns that appear to be man-made rather than natural around the door.
Okay. So these could be symbols of the excommunicated to let each other know
how to open this door or something like that. Possible, yeah.
Okay. And then what here is not what it appears to be?
Well, you've got the patterns there that are, if you look at them, you're looking at them, and an idea occurs to you, something that you heard about once. You pull out a mirror, which is a useful scouting tool, obviously, for signaling, and you hold it up to the wall, and you notice that these are not modern alphabet letters, but they're fairly old school alphabet letters, but stuff that you have seen. So this is some kind of code that you can probably make out, or someone who is good with books and reading could probably make out.
Is our Stalwart good with books and reading? At least one
theoretically.
book. You want to give it a go?
I mean, I can read.
Squall, you want to give it a go?
I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. What am I rolling?
This is going to be spout lore.
Lore, thank you.
Oh, shit.
Can't read. So.
That's okay. So you rolled 2 1s. That's why. Okay. It's like, how? It's your best stat. Okay. So you got a 4 on spout lore. You are trying to read the words here, but it's an alphabet that's.
I don't speak heresy.
Yeah, it's an alphabet that's older, and you have seen it when you were younger, but you decided that it wasn't worth studying any further because nobody uses it anymore.
Does that go for all of us, or can one of us, another person, try?
I think at this point, if the Stalwart doesn't recognize this alphabet, nobody else would. So you're going to need
even Carla?
Oh, what about Carla?
Carla the baker?
Yeah.
Carla the baker. She went to school, right? She has an education.
This is a recipe for how to open the door. Oh, I recognize that. All right, so you're going to need a different way through this door, or you're going to need to figure out an alternate route.
All right, the only other thing I can think of is we go above ground, and I may be able to tell if we're following along the tunnel, if the ground feels differently when it is hit with a staff or a stick or something like that.
Okay.
That's the only other thing I can think of, and we can follow the tunnel from above ground.
Nothing you want to try here, Zora?
Please, Zora, save us.
I mean, she could attempt to, force the door, but I figure a ram is probably as strong, if not as strong as her. I mean, is it a big ram?
Well,
He
the
has
ram
huge as one of his traits.
is big ram. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
around your size. However, you are the sword.
Huh?
That's true. You're the sword.
You might have a move specifically for this kind of thing.
Oh, bend bars or lift gates?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll
Not sure
it.
that's the correct one, but go for it.
Yeah, give it a try. And maybe
Ah,
someone else can help you out with it. Oh, no.
I am the weakest person possible, so
I need to dice shame, seriously. I'm gonna refresh roll 20.
Okay. So you are able to get your fingers under the bottom of this door. You determine that that's how it opens. It opens upwards. Actually, no, that doesn't make any sense. How would it? There's a ground above it.
Yeah.
Sorry. You get your hands into the side of the door. You determine that it slides open to the left. And you get your fingers in there, and you start shoving it open, and it starts to open. Like you are straining and pushing at it. You get it open enough that you start to like put your back against the wall and then start using one of your legs as well to push it open. And you do it. You shove this door open. However, it takes a while. Like you're there panting, sweating, forcing the door open for like easily 15 minutes to get it open enough for people to move through. As you are opening it, you sprain your leg. So that's I'm going to put the shaky debility on you, which hurts your dexterity. And you are able to get it open enough that everyone is able to sort of squeeze their way through between you and the door. And then you have to get through, and it slams shut behind you. And I want you to defy danger with your dexterity.
Right after I screw up my leg.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I had to open my sheet again after dice shaming.
This could work. It does not. But maybe someone can grab and help pull her through.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'll
someone
do my
can
best.
aid. Okay, roll your
Yeah.
aid or interfere there.
You mean you roll my aid or interfere?
Yep, that's exactly what I meant.
Thank you, Matt.
No problem. And you have one bond with Zora.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's a 10. So you are able to aid her. You reach out. How do you help her?
Not gonna touch her leg. Just basically try to pull her maybe under the arms as quickly as possible, so she's able to use her good leg to spring off, with the added momentum of me helping.
Okay. So you make it out without being completely crushed, but the edge of it does catch your already injured toe, and you're going to take some damage.
All right.
Just going to roll a die here. Okay, you take 6 damage that ignores armor.
Oh, shit.
That's to your toe?
It's like as the door slams shut, it's like shaking debris loose. It catches your toe a bit. Rocks land on you from the ceiling. But like you're okay, but this hurts. Like you're going to be a little bloody.
She's going to swear however holy people swear. Religious people swear. So probably not actually the F word. Or...
Oh, fiddlesticks!
Flanders.
Oh, crayons.
Okay. But Quanjo, you were able to sort of get out of the way of the falling rocks and stuff, and you are not hurt by them. So good for you.
Yeah. Pat does have healing potions, though, and you did lose some hit points.
We should save it for later on.
I guess in a technical sense, but...
Okay.
How much healing can a healing potion do? Because if it can do more than 6, we should probably save it.
That's an excellent question. How many healing potions do you have?
I believe I have 3.
I think I have 1 too.
I was completely wrong earlier. When you drink an entire healing potion, heal yourself for 10 damage or remove 1 debility, your choice.
How many potions do you have, Pat?
I've got 2 potions, and I've also got a healer's kit, which
that's as I believe what allows you to do your field medicine.
Yeah.
Okay. I could use
I have 2
We
potions.
could use our debilities being gone. However, because my stealth is just not there if I'm coughing all the time, right?
You would have to. It would be harder for you to be stealthy.
Okay. Well, I'll let you guys make the call on this one. Also, I just remembered when I spout lore or discern realities about criminal or heretical activities, I do get a +1. Did you? That's a thing I can do in the future, yes, related to this case. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Well, Trudy, do you want a potion or do you want to just keep going?
We'll hang tight until I sustain more damage.
Okay.
Dustin, do you want a cough medicine?
Not yet. We'll see if worse things happen to us first.
Okay.
Later in the adventure, you'll drink a whole bottle of cough potion and become even weirder.
No, I swear the floor is not there, guys. All right. Are there tracks for us to follow, Matt?
Yeah,
or just, I guess. Okay, there's just one way down the tunnel, I guess.
Yeah, it's a tunnel, but as you're moving down, it branches off left and right in different caverns and stuff. But you are able to follow. There's tracks because it's a thick layer of dust. These tunnels, obviously. Well, actually, no, that wouldn't. There are lots of footprints on the floor, but you are able to pick out the footprints of the person that you're following. You've recognized them. You made a good enough hunt and track roll earlier that will just carry that through.
Okay.
You're able to follow it, but clearly these tunnels are heavily trafficked, at least recently. Okay. And you can see that there are side paths and branching pathways and stuff, but the pair of footprints that you're following leads down one particular branch. Okay. So you can choose to explore some of these other paths, or you can just follow the person you're following.
I think we should just follow Esme. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Okay.
When it comes to seeking, I'm going to agree with the seeker.
Excellent choice. Maybe.
Good idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Last words.
So as you are moving through the tunnel, eventually following these, you come to another set of stairs. And the stairs are leading up to another door, but this door has a lever clearly visible on this side of it.
Thank Gov.
Yeah. Thank Gov. Who wants to pull the lever?
I'll do it because I feel like Trudy might break her leg. Do I need a strength roll for the lever? Is it a big lever? Or...
No, it's a normal lever. You're fine.
Then I yank that shit.
Okay. You open the lever, and the door creaks open to the side. It's a little bit of a squealing noise. And then you hear some more squealing noises that are not from the door. So you make your way up into what appears to be a house, or at least what was once a house.
Okay. I'm going to ready an arrow.
Yeah?
Just for funsies, and take a look around.
So this house is empty, but there's sort of a haze of smoke drifting all over everything. And
another apothecary.
So you've made it into this house above the ground. You can see a few more footprints, but also tellingly, the front door of this house is simply open and appears to be leading to the north, which is where those noises are coming from. The noises don't appear to be coming any closer, but you may want to check it out before you run out there.
Okay, yeah, let's take a look and see what's producing the noises.
Okay.
All right.
So if you're going to sort of look quietly, you'll need to... Are you doing this yourself, Quanjo? You're going to go and scout ahead?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so you're going to defy danger with your dexterity, and I'll roll that for you. Okay, so you got a 9, which is good, but I still have to offer you a hard bargain.
The last one
went
so well, let's do it.
Hey, I'm just going to offer you a worse outcome here. So you are able to look through the door into the window, and you see a pack of boars, like large boars with tusks,
Oh, shit.
Milling around outside and in a few burned out buildings just across the way here. You see 5 of them. You're able to make out 5 of them, and they're sort of rooting around, snuffling around. They don't appear to be like in attack mode, but you know how boars are, and then you cough.
Okay.
And the boars immediately look over towards the building. They don't see you, but one of them starts to walk in towards the door here.
Okay. Does anyone else want to do anything before I get myself killed by a boar?
I'm just going to wish you luck.
All right, so the boar walks into the doorway, and it sees the four of you there, and it charges. And
Okay.
Kwanja, you're next to the doorway, so this boar is charging Squall.
Okay.
All right, and Squall, I want you to defy danger either with your dexterity or your constitution, depending on, are you going to dodge out of the way of this, or are you going to try and wrestle the boar to a stop?
Oh my god, wrestle the boar.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Okay.
Like, how is that even an option?
just giving you the choice.
Constitution to wrestle it?
Yeah, because you're trying to hold it still.
Suplex it.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I am killed.
Okay.
Killed by boars in
Can
Gunfighting.
Can I attempt to tackle the boar?
You can after this happens, yes.
Okay.
Just start punching it in the kidney.
Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, you take 8 damage from the boar. If you have armor, you can subtract that from the damage you've taken.
I do have armor. Window back up. I have 2 armor, so.
All right, so you take 6 damage. What do you do? What do all of you do?
Zora's gonna attempt to tackle it to the ground.
Okay, you're going to attack the boar?
I guess.
All right, roll your hack and slash.
All right. Ooh.
That's very good. So you deal their damage to the enemy. You rolled an 11. And you avoid the boar's raging counterattack. You can choose to do an extra 1d6 damage, but expose yourself to their counterattack, or you can just take your regular damage.
Grit.
Okay. You also have to roll your actual sword's damage.
Okay. 1 second.
Does your sword have, like, your sword should have some special qualities? Are any of those qualities related to doing more damage or ignoring armor or anything?
It has +2 piercing.
Okay. So, all right. So roll your sword damage, which is just d10, and then 2 of that will be piercing.
Okay.
I think you can just, on your character sheet, click your damage dice, and it will roll that. Okay. So you do 6 damage total with 2 piercing. The boar, you cut its head off, and it dies.
Oh.
I'm so glad that, at the rate things are going, I'm so glad that this did not turn into, like, Zora stabs me.
No, that was an unmitigated success. And this is why Zora's here, to do this stuff.
Yeah.
And so Zora cuts that boar's head directly off, and because her weapon's messy, and huge. Yeah, your sword just cleaves right through between the shoulders and neck of the boar. Its head flies off, spurts some blood on the ground, and then the boar's body slumps to the side, and you hear the other 4 boars start to snort and roar in anger, and they start coming towards the building as well.
So I'm going to try... Oh, sorry, Trudy.
No, you go ahead.
I'm going to try to find an optimal spot, some just cover to hide behind, so I can shoot as many arrows at these assholes as possible when they bottleneck through the door.
Okay. So, yeah, you're in a large empty room, basically. But there's a table that you can push over, and we'll position you behind that in the fiction. Okay. Anyone else?
Get Carla back down the stairs.
Yeah, Carla saw the boar's head get separated from its body, and she's not as horrified by that as she was by the boar charging, because, she, like everybody in this world, she has worked on farms and has had to slaughter animals and stuff for food. So that's not the part that bothers her. What scared her was having something charge, but she does back down the stairs at your suggestion.
Okay.
What do you want to do,
I'm also going to suggest, I also want to suggest that Ramulus stands by the door so we can headbutt one of them if necessary as they come through.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So you're all set up. Zora, you have just decapitated one of the boars. Squall, what do you want to do?
Don't burn us down, Pat. Don't burn us down.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, is it possible to start a fire, like, not necessarily, like, setting the place on fire, but starting, like, or that's in the doorway that might scare boars from charging through, and then if they charge through, they get arrowed in the face.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely start a
I'm
fire.
asking if my finesse with fire is that good?
So you want to start a fire outside the doorway, or
That would be
Basically, like,
for the best.
right in the path of the boars, so that if they want to get through this doorway, they have to cross that wall of flame, so to speak.
okay? So
That small.
how this would work is you'd have to use your Flames of Gov move and choose the thrown tag on the weapon and then throw it out there. Unless, because that's the way you make fire, is you summon your flaming weapon from Gov, from your heart. So if you want to throw fire out there, you have to make the flaming weapon and then throw it outside. Otherwise, you would have to go outside and then just ignite your flaming weapon and start a fire.
I release a puff of smoke. So I just make us all sicker.
Okay.
The roll was bad.
Oh, God.
That means the house is going to burn down and we're all going to die.
It's not burning down. We're just all dying of smoke inhalation.
You still get, like, when you use this move, you still get the weapon, but you get the weapon and like it releases some smoke into the area, so there's some coughing there. But you now have a fiery weapon. What does it look like?
Again by mistake.
We'll ignore that one.
The second roll is even more amazing. But okay, so I've got the smoke. I still throw the smoking weapon, like it's a tear gas canister.
Okay. So you throw away your flaming weapon, and so you want to start a fire. If you click and hold on the map where you want the fire to be, I'll put one there.
All right. Where are we? Because I accidentally scrolled somewhere else.
You're down at the bottom.
Okay. Feral boars, and we're inside this little thing.
Yep.
Like right there, I think.
Over there? You're going to throw it through a window?
Is that where are the boars coming along that path, or?
All right. So this area up here, where I've clicked.
The icons are so big.
Yeah. This is the door where I'm clicking.
So like right there is what I'm
that's the door. So you want to, if you put the fire there, you're going to be blocking yourself in. Though you can walk through it no problem, but the rest of your group is not fireproof.
I guess further out, so that Whoa! What the hell just happened there?
I put a fire down. Okay, so you throw your fire out there.
So there's enough room for us to move, but the boars might be scared away by a big fire.
Okay. So the fire there is sort of scaring off some of the boars. This one out here with the name on it starts to run over to that side of the house. So you can get out now. The boars are temporarily distracted by this. They're not going to stay distracted forever, but they're temporarily distracted by this.
I think we're going to be safer outside fist bump than we are trapped in a house with boars. What do you guys think?
One way of looking at it, yes.
I don't disagree.
Okay. Carla, let's go.
Okay, Carla follows you. She's got her hands over her head and is not happy about this situation, but she said that she was going to follow you, and then she promised that. So that's what she's going to try.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think, Trudy, from here, since you're kind of our leader in battle?
So are the boars still up in this area?
Yep, they're still there. They're watching you. They're going to come after you again. They're angry that you killed one of them.
Dude, they should be afraid. We slaughtered one of their kind and we'll slaughter the rest.
But have you met boars?
Not recently, no. My token's actually missing from the page. I thought it might be underneath someone else, but
Again?
I swear it.
Okay. Can anyone else see it? I'm moving it around.
See it? No.
If
it's in the same area as the other stuff, no.
This is very weird. Okay.
Just control Carla from now on, because her character has fallen off the map.
I don't know why it keeps disappearing, but I guess we can fix it. This makes good radio.
Yeah.
Well, while you're trying to fix the token, what Zora will do is she'll probably be the first one to go out, just by virtue of, her being the fighty type. And then just place herself in between her and the rest of the team, with her closest to the building where the boars are hanging out.
Can you see the token now?
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Man, I put a new one there and everything. Okay, well, we'll figure it out.
So yeah, she's just right about here. And she's just going to... Oh, wow, there she is. She's huge. She's just going to... Yeah.
Okay. What do you want the rest of us to do, Trudy?
Just ready your weapons.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna see if I can find even the smallest bit of cover outside then, and get ready to shoot some arrows.
As you go outside, you can see that this is indeed the remains of a town. There are like small fires, or large fires rather, still burning in several different places. That's why there's still smoke. Many of the buildings have been destroyed. You can see scorch marks that you would associate with the work of auditors moving through a place. There are still some dead bodies lying around
Note
in
to
the
the others that
streets.
the auditors move in single file to hide their the traction single file to hide their numbers.
Okay, so you are out here.
A line in Star Wars because I decide to swallow in the middle of it.
Are you going to do anything about these boars? Otherwise, I'm going to make them move against you.
With Carla and be ready to throw more holy fire at anything that like
Yeah.
I don't trust her to get away on her own. So
I'm
Yeah.
just
So,
gonna
how-
find cover and get ready to shoot them as they move at us.
So here's how combat works in Dungeon World games. I don't roll attacks on you. You do stuff, and if you don't do it very well, you get hurt as a result of it. Like on a 7 to 9, you'll get hurt by them when you hurt them in return. But there's no initiative order, and basically, if you don't do stuff, I'll do stuff to you.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot a boar
Okay.
with an arrow.
All right. I'm going to roll your volley. Okay, so we got a 5 on your volley. So unfortunately, you shoot, but you are not able to hit the boar. The boar is somewhat startled to see a ranged attack come at it, but it sort of lowers its head and is looking like it's ready to charge at you.
Okay. So in this case, since I guess I don't understand combat as well as I thought, what does shoot first do in this? Oh, just no one can take me by surprise.
Yeah, if there were an
Okay.
ambush, you would not be surprised.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. All right.
I am going to try to chuck another flaming weapon at this boar.
Throwing
that-
away your flaming weapons is not necessarily playing to your strength as a character.
It's not, but I also like question though, when it says a flaming weapon, I mean
It's
does
whatever
that
you want it to
preclude
be.
a flaming arrow or
You could have a flaming arrow that you could throw, but you can't make a flaming bow and arrow.
okay.
Just make a really long spear, Pat.
Can I make like a flaming like giant like fishing spear and try to stab that bastard before it can get to Quanjoy?
All right, so roll your Flames of Gov, and we'll see how it goes when you make that weapon.
8.
Okay, so you choose one of the following tags from the list. The weapon can be whatever you want, and you can choose a hand weapon, which would mean it's like flaming claws, thrown or near, which means that it could be like throwing darts or throwing spears, +1 damage, does more damage, or remove the dangerous tag. And what the dangerous tag means is that every time you use a flaming weapon, you put your allies and yourself in danger.
I'm not going to remove the dangerous tag. That's for sure.
No, I didn't assume so.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Why would you?
It's not a success unless one of us dies before the end of this. But
Yeah,
'cause
I'm
it does
inclined to agree.
establish why these guys never caught up to the main characters of the game. They're all dead.
All right,
but-
so what was the tag you picked?
I'm going to go with that thrown near one for the spear too.
Okay. Now you get
Try
to
and-
pick if you're going to use your intelligence, your strength, or your dexterity to make attacks with this weapon.
Is
It's-
by far the best option.
yeah. Okay,
Done
so
me
the
well in
intelligence.
the past.
All right.
Roll intelligence,
If you're attacking, roll your intelligence.
and that's a 12. So
Great.
I kill that thing very smartly.
Roll your damage.
Damage is D8.
Yeah, you can also click the word damage next to D8 on your character sheet, and it will automatically roll it. Okay.
And that's a 2.
So you throw your flaming spear at the boar, and it is like its bristles go up in flames, and it starts rolling around to put out the fires. That means you've got two more flaming spears at the ready. The rest of you are always free to continue taking actions.
Yeah, Zora will go in and try and cleave this shirt, finish him off before the rest come.
Okay. Oh dear, that takes down all their hit points. Okay, yeah, roll your hack and slash on this boar. All right, you're not able to get in a hit on the boar. Instead, as you are charging it, it rolls back to its feet and swings its tusk into your side. You take 1 damage, which I assume you don't take.
Because of armor, yes.
Okay. So yeah, you swing your sword down. It sort of catches your sword on its tusk and is trying to run to gore you with its tusk, but is not able to. You sort of hit a stalemate there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do, Kwanjoy?
I want to shoot one that is not close to Zora. Shoot at one that is not especially close to Zora if I have a line of sight.
Okay. Yeah, you could probably shoot at one of the 2 that are in this burnt-out building over here.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to do my best.
All right, let me roll that for you. Okay, we're not having a great day. You rolled a 6 there, and you miss the boar. The arrow sort of sticks into its side, but then quickly falls out and just sort of grunts and starts heading your way.
I'm coughing so much.
Yeah, so that means...
in the middle of a bow and arrow pull cannot be good.
No, it doesn't work great. So the boar sort of rushes through the wall of the building and is now in the outside, and it's trying to get to you. So your position is currently in danger.
Okay, luckily I have a ram friend too who may be able to help me.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, that's the damage he adds to, not the attack roll. Okay, yeah.
Okay. So I guess if my ram wants to, he could headbutt that guy, maybe like flank him as he gets closer to me. I don't know.
All right. So in that case, roll your hack and slash.
Okay.
I got it. Don't worry, I got it. That goes on strength, so it's not your best, but
Oh, okay. So the ram's strength goes on my strength?
basically.
Oh, what a weak ram. Should have chosen lower intelligence.
Yeah, unfortunately, thanks to that -1, the ram is not able to defend you. The ram leaps out, but the boar is able to sort of leap over it.
Ah, damn boars.
And it charges into your cover, and you catch the edge of its tusk.
Okay.
You take 4 damage. You have 1 armor, so you take 3 damage.
All right.
You're down to 18 hit points.
Okay. Well, Pat, time to start me on fire. I guess I'm going to try to stab it in the eye with my sword breaker or an arrow. Actually, an arrow is probably easier to stab it in the eye with.
Okay. Let's, because you're still in the middle of dealing with this boar, let's see what some of the other characters want to do while this is going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll swing over to see what Squall or Zora are up to. We haven't heard from Zora in a bit.
Zora's just going to hack and slash at the one right in front of her.
Okay.
Unless she gets some sort of, I don't know whether or not there's some sort of advantage for flanking in this game.
Only fictional advantage. Yeah, it's all based on the fiction.
If there's no no real advantage, I will just attack this one right here. The one that was right in front of her that she was engaged with before.
Okay, give it a shot. Okay,
Oh,
so
yay.
you roll, and you deal your damage to the enemy, so roll your sword damage.
8.
Okay, so you do 2 damage to this boar, and in return you take 8.
Ow.
Oh, you've got 2 piercing as well, so
Yep.
it takes the full amount. That boar, its dying action is goring you for 8 damage, and then it sort of slumps with your sword thrust through its chest and dies.
Got it.
All right, Squall, what do you want to do?
Good question. Boars are left at this point.
There are 3 left. There's the one harassing Kwanjoy, there's one in the building directly in front of you, and one is sort of trapped on the other side of the fire you created.
Okay, and is it safe to say we might have lost the trail of where these guys are going?
Not necessarily.
Are going, or are there any in the course of battle? Would we come across any indications of they went that way?
Not while you're in the middle of a fight, but
Just trying to decide if we should be moving in a certain direction.
You don't know quite yet, but if you survive this encounter, you can take a closer look. don't forget, Squall, you do have in combat healing abilities that are also useful to you. In addition to that, one more use of your, or no, you've still got 2 uses of your flaming spear.
Okay, and Trudy is the worst off HP wise, correct?
Trudy
right.
appears to be in trouble. Yes.
You go over and try to heal her up while Quanjoy dies protecting Carla.
Okay.
Perfect.
Sorry, I should say Zora is the worst off. Trudy's great.
Yeah.
Zora's the one that's in
I
trouble.
mean, we don't know for a fact that Trudy is not horrifically injured in this game with us.
She does have a
We
cold.
Just
That's true.
emotionally.
Okay, so I'm assuming Field Medic is what I use.
That is exactly it.
Uses one of my potions.
No, this does not use up your potions. It uses up a usage of your medicine bag, whatever it is called.
Let's Field Medic up.
Okay. And your intelligence is higher than your charisma, so that's what you'll use on it.
Zora.
Okay, good.
Oh, bless.
Good. You rolled an 11, so you heal D8 damage or remove 1 disease or debility. So we'll just roll a D8 there. If you yeah, you should roll that slash roll 1D8. Okay. You get 5 health back, Zora.
Zora is looking healthier.
As the flames of Gov course through you, you feel revitalized and renewed. And you can use that renewed revitality to maybe deal with some more of these boars.
Yep. I think it's Quanjoy's turn, right?
It's whoever wants to go, it's their turn, because there's no specific initiative order.
Yeah.
If you have something in mind, say you're going to do it.
Yeah, I want to stab that boar in the eyes with some arrows.
Okay, that's a hack and slash roll.
Oh, I'm the best at this, so
It'll be great. Don't worry.
yeah, I'm into it. Play to see what happens, you know?
Exactly. Okay. Unfortunately, this is not your strong suit. You take a slash at the boar with your arrow, but the arrow sort of glances off its tough bristles and snaps. You lose one ammo, and you are forced out of your position. You have to find somewhere else and run away from this boar.
That seems like a good idea. I will do that and take my ammo down.
Okay. Unfortunately, the position that you run to is a little bit on fire and quite smoky. But at least the boar is not right in your face at the moment.
All right. Good enough.
You're already coughing, so it can't be much worse.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to think for a second if someone else wants to jump in.
Zora will hack and slash the boar.
All right. Oh, boy, does she. Okay, so you got a 12 on that. Don't you have a special thing on a 12 plus?
Yes. Let me pull it up.
It says smash, I think.
Yeah, I think it is smash. Oop. And let me check and see what smash does.
Okay.
I have yet to use it today, so I'm pretty excited.
Mm-hmm.
When you hack and slash on a 12 plus, deal your damage and choose something physical your target has, and they lose it.
Oh, so many things to choose.
Yeah, I mean the boar is dead, just based on this attack. But I don't
Loses its dignity.
I don't want to rob you of that use of smash.
It just saw that its father was not the great fighter that he thought he was.
He loses his dignity.
If I may make a suggestion.
Sure.
So you cut through this boar so powerfully that not only do you bisect it like lengthwise, which is already quite an achievement, but your huge sword keeps going and cleaves right through this tree that was next to you, and the tree falls down onto this burnt out house.
Cool. Let's mess this place up.
Yeah, and, I mean, worst case scenario, we just did heretics did it.
And the wall there collapses under the weight of the tree, crushing the boar inside to death.
Oh, awesome.
Yay.
The last boar who's up here
to these animals
sees this happen and turns and runs away out of the area.
And don't come back.
You have survived my boar challenge. You were not bored to death.
Pat, you didn't even start me on fire trying to save me.
Yeah.
Do you want to administer any more healing with your field medic ability, or what do you want to do?
How bad off for people right now? Because I can see Quanjoy's little life bar. It doesn't seem too far down.
I'm fine, other than my
taken care of.
debility.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 23, Zora's looking about a 14.
Commonly used
Yeah.
23-point
Yeah.
scale.
Do you like your amputated toe?
Poor toe.
Yeah. It's not a great
Let me do one
feeling.
of those just because I know after boars, I'm sure Matt's going to give us like boars with guns next.
Boars on Harleys with machine guns.
High bore boars.
Right, so I'm using my field medic thing again.
Carla is she's gone into that building behind Quanjoy and is sort of huddling there. Okay.
I give you a temporary stopgap. Like I wrap up your foot, but it's not going to hold forever.
Yeah. The whatever bleeding you had has stopped, but unfortunately it doesn't heal you for any hit points.
Thank you, Squall.
Okay, so you're in this burnt out town. You've scared away the boars. You can hear off in the distance more noises that wouldn't be great, but you've got a quarry to track.
Yeah. So, I guess I'm going to try to track them.
All right, let's roll that hunt and track. Okay, so you are able to pick up her trail again. You got a 7 there. And you follow the trail, and as you're following it, you pass a pack of feral war dogs, but you are not passing close enough to set them off. So the 4 of you make your way following these tracks to the shrine of this town.
Okay.
And the shrine is in pretty bad shape. You can see that the doors are sort of hanging off their hinges, but they are otherwise like it's not gone or anything. It hasn't been well treated. But it's still there, and you can see that it is where these people have gone, or at least where this person you're tracking has gone.
She could be under it again, I guess, because that's where she escaped from last time. Something to be aware of. And we can't kill her.
Now, you're currently outside the shrine. If you want to go in, you'll have to, go in. Push past those broken doors.
I'm going to stay out here and camouflage myself and wait with an arrow ready for if anyone runs out and away. Is that okay with you guys?
That sounds like a smart decision.
Okay.
Who's going to go open the door?
Sword probably should.
Yeah, Zora will open it.
Okay. You enter the temple. Inside the temple, you can see more dead bodies in various states of decomposition. The faithful who gathered here, or those who were trying to hide from the purge. This is where it began. The purge always starts at the shrine. On Shrine Day, which is the day people gather at the shrine to give thanks to Gov and to receive Gov's blessing, which usually comes in the form of rations from the church. However, in here, there are 3 living people that you see up at the end of the shrine by the altar. And, yeah.
Do we recognize any of them?
By description, one of them appears to be Lean. And Carla, peeking in the window, says, "It's Esme. It's Hector and it's Lean. Oh, no!" And there's
we gotta deal with Hector.
There's a huge, burly man who is about 7.5 feet tall, standing in front of Lean and Esme. And he is carrying what looks like it was going to be a sword eventually, but is currently basically a half-sharpened bar of metal. He's carrying that in his left arm. His right arm is missing. And behind him, Lean is holding in her hand something that looks like a rod or a magic wand or something, but it's glowing in all the colors of a rainbow. And Esme is behind them. She's shaking, but she's holding like a staff.
Well, Carla, time to get to work. Take out the trash.
Yeah.
She just sort of looks at you, is like, "What?"
I wouldn't say that.
Character.
Well, maybe waiting in ambush isn't the best thing, but I'm going to stick with it for just a sec.
Okay.
Zora will say, "Submit yourself to the order and you will be shown mercy."
"The church doesn't believe in mercy," Hector says, stepping forward.
Zora's really got a lying problem, I've noticed.
"Stop following us. We'll never submit."
If you will not submit, we will take you by force.
He raises the half-sharpened bar of metal. Try me.
Alright, since that's an open invitation, Zora's happy to comply.